This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I've talked over and over and over about movies like Good Boys, all these TV shows that are featuring children in roles where they're acting as adults, cooking shows, dancing shows. They're really just pushing this. Now, one of the people who's pushing it more than anyone is Jimmy Kimmel. And I want to show you this just series of really not funny clips from his show where he comes up with an idea for a dating app for children called Tindergarten. Now, I've actually covered this before because Marilyn Manson even hinted and talked about having an app, a dating app for young kids. And just the mindset of, listen, somebody wants to sit there and go, oh, it's a funny concept. It's a absolutely non-funny concept, but take that aspect out of it. What they're doing here is pretty perverse and pretty inverted. Not to mention the fact that Tinder, from what I understand, I've never used it before. I'm a pretty old guy, but I guess Tinder is more of a dating app for like hookups. You swipe left if you think someone's attractive. You swipe right if you think someone's not, or something like that. And you see them doing this with the kids in the clip, and then, getting them together in these situations where, oh, it's so romantic to watch these kids, doing adult things. These kids are going on dates. They're like, 5 years old. Of course, you'll see the black and white floor at some point. So take a look at some of these clips and tell me that it doesn't sit right, or does it sit right with you? Because it don't sit right with me.
Matters into our own hands. We've developed a new dating app to help kids connect in the most modern of ways. Hello there.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Liliana.
Nice to meet you, Liliana. How old are you?
I'm 5 years old.
How old are you?
4.5.
4.5 years old. Do you have a girlfriend for your birthday? Do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
His name is Wiggly.
Wiggly. All right. Have you ever heard of Tinder?
No.
You've not? Tinder is an app. It's on the phone, and what you do is you look at pictures. You swipe right if you like them. You swipe left if you're not interested. I love my mommy and my daddy and my baby sister, she said.
No.
Mason, he says, I can say the alphabet and tie my shoes.
I like him.
You like him? Okay, very good. What about this guy, Patrick? I used to wet the bed, but I don't anymore. Elisa?
No.
Liliana?
Yes.
With a bow tie.
I like him.
Well, let's like him. It's a match. He likes you too. Look at that. There you guys are.
Cool. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ow, 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 ow. What did you have for breakfast today? Hey.
And it's for the two of you to enjoy together. You want to get up and, yeah, there you go.
Okay. I'm going to drink the whole thing in one go.
Oh.
No.
I'm very glad you're in love.
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm glad you've become friends who are definitely not in love, but are also drinking a shake together with your faces about an inch apart.
And again, this isn't the first time that Jimmy Kimmel has done this stuff. This is role reversal. And people, the stupid zombies out there, they think everything's a big joke. They don't believe that they're being socially engineered. But the simple fact is that when you put children in these positions, when you do a movie like Good Boys, where you have, instead of, oh, it's a high school party like American Pie, oh, the seniors are going to have sex on prom night. Instead, it's about, 7th graders, 6th graders having a party and acting like they're seniors in high school. This is all subliminal programming, having the kids in the TV shows like Modern Family be smarter than the parents. The parents come across as dopes, the kids come across as intelligent, right? Dancing with the Stars for Kids, Top Chef cooking shows with Gordon Ramsay featuring kids. This is all programming. And this is how they're going to reverse the age and lower the age of consent and do all these types of things through this, through showing us and pushing down people's throats that kids, develop quicker than they used to. The children are more mature than they were 50 years ago. So, a 10-year-old can be technically an adult now. This is NAMBLA stuff. And again, this isn't the first time Jimmy Kimmel's done this. He's done this with other dating shows. So specifically, he's focusing on doing these skits about young toddlers dating each other. And he even did one on The Bachelor.
First, there was the baby bachelor.
Hi, I'm Wesley, the baby bachelor.
Then the baby bachelorette.
I think my husband is in that limo.
And now we bring you
Welcome to paradise!
Baby Bachelor in Paradise.
Almost paradise. We're knocking on heaven's door. Almost paradise. How could we ask for more? I swear that I can see over in your eyes. Paradise.
Welcome to Paradise, a serene utopia for small children whose parents, for some reason, had no problem with them doing this. From passionate playdates to canoodling in the kiddie pool, which babies would pair off or be sent napping?
I'm Kennedy and I'm 4 years old. I can't believe I'm in paradise.
His appearance on the Baby Bachelorette,
I'm Captain America.
Dylan has grown up a lot and now installs and repairs above-ground pools.
I like cars and fly fishing.
Meet Ethan, a wild child from the Baby Bachelorette who loves rocks and doesn't play by the rules.
Ethan,
Mama,
can you turn around?
Mama.
Here's Aiden, who's ready for fun,
Let's get this party started.
and Brendan, who's looking to make a fresh start.
I'm coming up for long-term relationships.
Alex recently got out of prison for setting fire to a meth lab.
I was the bad boy. But I'm here to be a good boy. Alex is so cute. I make bad decisions.
New arrival Maisie promises to bring the drama.
I'm Maisie and I'm crazy. I'm your bad boy. I know. Leave me.
Maisie doesn't waste any time.
Hey, what's your name? Brendan. I'm Daisy.
Scare you to be in love, or are you just scared of her?
I'm just scared of.
You're just scared of her? Brendan, do you keep a lot of secrets?
No.
Brendan, do you have a child? This season, which babies will run off into the sunset and which will run home to mommy? Will Brendan wet himself when his estranged wife Charlie shows up?
Surprise, surprise.
Will Maisie get even crazier?
Get out here. He doesn't want you.
So this is the kind of stuff that really, it really bothers me because a lot of people don't get it. They don't get the bigger picture of anything. They just see stuff and they just think, oh yeah, it's no big deal. They got together, they made a comedy skit. They don't see the repetition and the social engineering that's being done because they don't believe that social engineering even exists. Even the thought and the notion of these little kids, going on Tinder is disturbing. But these sick elites, they find crap like this funny. And again, I said earlier in the video, Marilyn Manson even was hinting and joking about this stuff.
See, I was trying to come up with a new Tinder for kids called Kinder. It's like for sexy kids.
These people are sick and they're warped, but they have the masses out there in the palm of their hands, controlling them, leading them, influencing them. And everything's a big joke to everybody. And then it's like, oh, it's so cute that the kids are on Tinder. Huh? It's cute. They're 4 or 5 years old probably. This isn't a funny skit. There's nothing in there that anybody would find funny. It didn't even sound like the audience was laughing. It was so stupid, really. But again, this is what they're doing. You're seeing it over and over and over on television. You're seeing it over and over in the movies. These new characters, these new actors, are coming in and playing characters that are way younger than, what we used to see in the past with high school movies, romantic leads and things like that. It's really, really inverted the way that they're doing it. It's not subliminal, but I mean, you really, a lot of people will look at it and they'll go, oh, you're just overreaching or you're overreacting. And I'm not, Because the truth of the matter is this is how they do it. This is how they engineer. This is how they get people to look at kids differently, to look at them more maturely, to look at them as more developed, right? I'm not sitting here, and the subliminal part of it is sexualizing it because the kids are, sharing a milkshake and, maybe they'll kiss and, maybe they'll hold hands. And the Bachelor clips, talking about kids having kids, talking about kids having wives. It's not like, they're dancing around the kids like they do with the Desmond is Amazing kid, which is just a crime in general. But they're subliminally planting these seeds, and the positioning of all these skits that Jimmy Kimmel is doing is having these kids in dating situations, right? Dating, Tindering, hooking up. That's the subliminal messaging that's being done. So absolutely disgusting stuff. Makes your stomach turn, but it shouldn't surprise anyone because this has been going on for a long time, and it's not going to stop. They're going to stop people like me before that because they're just going to say we're crazy and we're speculating and we're making stuff up. But I know how mind control works and social engineering works. It's basic. Just read books on, the Tavistock Institute. Read books on social engineering. Think about it. You don't even have to read a book. Just think about trends and how trends start. Right? They're like, why are you suddenly wearing this or doing this with your hair? Well, it's trendy now. Girls have purple hair and stuff like that. Well, 20 years ago, you'd be called like a freak, right? But now it's normal, and that's fine. I'm not saying I could care less what your hair color is. But they tell you subliminally, this is the new trend. Look, Kim Kardashian's wearing this. Oh, this is the brand that you have to buy. Oh, this is the new look this year, right? And that's why, styles come and styles go because social engineering. That's the easiest one to use. Or even, catchphrases, how they become catchphrases. It's pretty easy to see if you just start studying human behavior and watching this stuff. So to me, it's very easy to see what they're doing here with these kids. And I've been talking about it for years now, and I'm not going to stop talking about it because, the more people that wake up, obviously, the better and safer world it is for children out there. But unfortunately, nobody wants to hear any of this stuff. They think it's a total joke. They think we're overstepping our boundaries as far as overreaching and, making stuff up. It really is a sad state of affairs in 2019. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.